Have you ever sat there, staring at your to-do list, waiting for that magical spark of motivation to light you up and move you into action? You think, maybe tomorrow I'll feel more ready. Maybe next week I'll be in the right mindset. But the truth is, if you keep waiting for motivation, you'll be waiting forever. Because motivation is not a switch that flips itself. It's a consequence, not a cause. And if you rely on it to build your dreams, you'll find yourself stuck in a loop of hesitation, frustration, and lost time. Let me say something that might sting a little. The people who seem to accomplish everything you wish you could, they're not superhuman. They just stopped depending on motivation. Replaced it with something far more powerful: action. Think about the last time you didn't feel like doing something, but did it anyway. Maybe it was going for a run. Maybe it was showing up to work when you wanted to stay in bed. Maybe it was having that hard conversation you'd been avoiding. What happened after you took the first step? Your energy changed. Your momentum started to build. That's not magic. That's momentum. And momentum doesn't need motivation. It just needs movement. We've been conditioned to think motivation is the secret ingredient to success. Social media shows us highlight reels of 5 a.m., workouts, intense study sessions, flawless routines. But what they don't show is the boring, uncomfortable, repetitive part. The part where it would have been easier to quit. The part where no one clapped for them. The part where they showed up without feeling like it again and again. Motivation is a myth if you think it comes first. In reality, it shows up after you start, like a shadow that follows you, not one that leads. So how do you actually stop waiting and start doing? The answer lies in creating systems. Systems take the decision-making out of the equation. If you leave everything up to how you feel in the moment, your emotions will win, and they rarely want discipline. Systems, on the other hand, make discipline automatic. They remove the need for willpower, which is limited and inconsistent. Here's a simple truth. Your environment shapes your behavior. If your phone is full of distractions, if your desk is cluttered, if your schedule is chaotic, motivation won't save you. You need structure. You need to engineer your surroundings so that action becomes the default, not the exception. Set up your morning the night before. Lay out your clothes. Write down your top 3 priorities. Keep your tools within reach. Eliminate friction. Stop waiting to feel ready. Instead, make it easy to start. That first 5 minutes is all it takes. Just 5 minutes. Tell yourself, I'll just do 5 minutes. What usually happens? You keep going? Because getting started is the hardest part, but once you're moving, inertia does the rest. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't need motivation for that. It's a habit. You don't sit there contemplating whether today is the day you believe in dental hygiene. You just do it. It's part of your identity. Now imagine if you approached your goals the same way. Not with hype or emotion, but with consistency and routine. You might be thinking, but I just don't feel like it. That's normal. You're human. But here's the trick. Action creates feeling, not the other way around. Let's say you want to get in shape. Don't wait until you feel like working out. Go for a walk. Do 10 push-ups. Show your body that this is what we do now. Then repeat it tomorrow. Keep repeating it until it stops being a decision and starts being a habit. Or maybe you want to build a business. Don't wait for the perfect idea or the perfect moment. Start researching. Write your first plan. Send that email. Take that course. You don't need to see the whole staircase to take the first step. The people who achieve real results aren't the ones who feel amazing every day. They are the ones who do what needs to be done, especially when they feel like it. That's the separator. That's the key. Discipline eats motivation for breakfast. Because discipline doesn't ask how you feel, doesn't care if the weather is perfect or if you had a rough night, it just shows up. Over time, that's what builds identity. That's what builds momentum. It's what builds results. Let's be honest, waiting feels safe. It gives you a false sense of control. I'll do it when I'm ready. Sounds responsible. But it's actually fear in disguise. Fear of failing. Fear of discomfort. Fear of starting small. Starting small is exactly how you grow. No one starts with the final version. Every great author wrote terrible first drafts. Every athlete started out awkward and uncoordinated. Every successful entrepreneur once had 0 followers, 0 clients, 0 sales. They didn't wait. They acted. They refined as they went. You have to give yourself permission to be a beginner, to be bad, to try, because trying consistently beats waiting brilliantly. So here's the challenge. Pick something you've been avoiding, something you've said you'll do when the time feels right. Now ask yourself, what's one small action you can take today? Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Do that one thing. And when the timer goes off, ask yourself if you want to stop or keep going. No pressure, just movement. Because once you take that first step, something changes. The fog lifts, your mind clears. You stop thinking and start becoming. When you train yourself to act without waiting for motivation, you build trust in yourself. You start believing, I'm the kind of person who shows up, no matter what. That identity shift is massive. It becomes your foundation. Eventually, motivation does show up. But now, it's a bonus, not a requirement. You're not dependent on it. You don't need to hype yourself up. You don't need to wait for alignment. You just do what needs to be done. So stop idolizing motivation. It's a fair weather friend. It comes and goes like the wind. What you need is something steadier, something you control. That's action. It's discipline. That's structure. Build your system. Simplify your environment. Take the smallest possible step. Do it today. Not because you feel like it, but because your future depends on it. Every day you wait is a day lost, but every small action compounds. Every choice matters. You're not chasing motivation anymore. You're chasing mastery. And mastery is built in the trenches, not the highlights. So the next time your mind says, I don't feel like it, answer with action. Quiet the voice with movement. Show your brain that you're in charge. Show your goals that you're serious. Show your future self that you've got their back. Because the truth is, you don't need motivation to start. You just need to start right now.